Hey guys, welcome to this new video in which I am going to fulfill one of my dreams to meet an indigenous community.
La cultura indígena me interesa mucho, pero es siempre difícil de hablar con indígenas. Quiero saber cómo puedo intentar de hablar con ellos.
Ahí está mi comunidad, que nosotros allá no permitimos gente de ningún que no sea.
Sí, entiendo. Está una buena idea también de ofrecer un pequeño regalo.
Pueden llevar, si quieren donarle algo a la comunidad, de pronto hilo, lana, eso.
Oh, okay, fabric.
Gracias.
Today we are at the Palomino River. It has that name because in 1528 here, the Spanish conquistador Rodrigo Álvarez Palomino actually died here. He drowned here with his horse trying to cross to this other part during an expedition of conquest.
¿Qué edad tienes?
Man, what a beautiful place.
So the thing is that my friend Juan wanted to cross the river exactly as Palomino, who tried to cross the river with his horse.
Yeah.
And I hope we're not gonna end like Palomino, dying, drowned in this river.
We are arriving at the last step of our trip, the Guajira Desert.
We've just arrived in Rio Hacha, which is the capital city of the region of Guajira, known for its deserts, and we can already feel that it's very hot and dry.
La Guajira, whose capital city is Rio Hacha, is a desert peninsula surrounded by the sea. Here, the main ethnic group is the Wayu indigenous who speak Wayunaiki. By the way, the word Guajira, that means our land in their language, gave birth to La Guajira in Spanish.
There is a demonstration here, I don't know why, and I feel very uncomfortable because like nearly everyone in the street is staring at me. Conozco Anas Watamat.
Anas, bien.
Sí.
Guatamara, la palabra correcta es
Mañana.
Guatamara.
Wata.
Mara.
Tengo una pregunta. ¿Cómo puedo encontrar Wayu y hablar con ellos?
Lo que más se recomienda para adquirir conocimiento son las personas mayores, que son los que tienen la sabiduría, conocimiento y se han enfrentado a distintas situaciones en la vida. Y ellos tienen...
We are entering the heart of the indigenous lands. Starting from here, the names of the cities also change, from Spanish to indigenous names.
We've just arrived in Uribia, which is the capital city for the indigenous in Guajira, and it's really like a beehive.
By walking through the streets of the indigenous capital city, we can see several aspects of the Wayu culture. The weaving of long clothes and traditional bags with their colorful patterns, the products of breeding, fishing and agriculture, and of course their gastronomy.
Right now we are buying some wool for the indigenous we are going to meet.
Serían 8,000.
Ocho?
Sí.
Okay, gracias.
The place where we're going to arrive is nearly the northern point in South America. This unique place where the sea and the desert meet is called Cabo de la Vela, which means Cap of the Sail. According to the legend, when the Spanish first saw the white of the desert, they thought that it was the sail of an enemy ship.
Wow. Pero llegamos a Cabo. This is Cabo.
Guys, we finally arrived in Cabo de la Vela. Look at how the sea is flat.
Immediately, we discover the amazing ambience. We also learn that the Wayús are very skilled kitesurfers. Some of them even won international competitions.
¿Cuánto cuesta el arroz con patacón? Solo arroz con patacón. ¿5? Ok, 5, ok, está bien para mí.
Because of the remoteness, water is still a rare resource, and the region remains dependent on water importations.
And now we are going to watch the sunset while the temperature is a bit colder.
Because of the automatic power cut during the night, we quickly learn to find our natural rhythm of life. In particular, the sea has a very calming impact on us.
Coucou, écoutez, petite vidéo pour dire que j'ai voyagé toute seule pendant 2 mois en Colombie, c'était très très cool. Je recommande vivement l'expérience, que ce soit, peu importe le lieu, vraiment une expérience géniale en tant que voyageuse solo, en tant que femme, pour se connaître soi, connaître les autres et surtout aller de l'avant.
Hello guys, I just wanted to tell you that during this trip there are plenty of times when I've felt just very happy without anything. For instance, when I was in a hammock in Minca, or right now while I'm walking on the Guajira's coast. And it's something that I'm not really used to as I always try to have some goals in my life, but yeah, it's a good thing, I think.
From our hammocks installed in a dried bamboo hut, we contemplate the Catatumbo lightnings. This unique phenomenon occurs every other night, during which flashes that used to be interpreted as spirits' manifestations are visible every 3 seconds on average. In the morning, we were invited by Jesus and his friends to go fishing with them. I've always wanted to meet indigenous people. I had the image of people who had preserved the spiritual value and an attachment with nature. And even if it's not always easy to approach them, I think that it's still better to know their cultures in order to protect them.
¿Y hay una cocina tradicional Wayú?
Puede ser chivo asado, frito.
Ok.
Y eso es lo que es tradicional como plato típico.
Je pense qui s'est plus demandé qu'est-ce qu'on fait là entre les langoustes et nous, mec, ces gens-là. Ah putain, ils le vendent.
Hey guys, so this is our last day for the whole trip, and it was quite something. We've been actually going fishing. A couple hours ago, we did go fishing to see a whole lot of new species that I've never seen before. It was totally crazy.
Et on va devoir partir aujourd'hui parce que hier on a reçu un mail de l'école comme quoi on devait choisir nos learning maintenant avant le 20 et du coup on peut pas trop se permettre de rester plus longtemps, mais on aurait beaucoup aimé faire un peu plus la Guajira. Au revoir et on se voit à Medellín évidemment, of course.
Salut les gars! So actually my friend Jose is very nice because I told him that yesterday night was one of the worst nights of my life because I got bitten by all the mosquitoes, and he found an anti-mosquito red just for me.
Ah, muchas gracias.
Wow, está perfecto. I've seen a few Wayuu playing chess and they are pretty good.
Champion!
I was playing with Habi to a chess game and to be honest I was losing pretty much during all the game, and now that I achieved to return the situation he fled. I think that human beings are all the same all around the world. So I spent the afternoon playing chess, and right now we're going to buy the food to cook some traditional Wayuu food.
Compared to France, here comfort is really basic.
Harina, por favor. Solo uno.
Uno solo.
Sí.
Ya.
¿Cuánto cuesta? So as you can see, we are preparing the chibo, which is a traditional Wayuu plate. The cook is very cheap, and it reminds me that we are in a very poor region. Se dice un poco de palabras en Wayuu. Cocinapilla, pa.
Pairo, carne de res. Pa quiere decir...
Un toro. Yo tengo tomate de eso en mi camilla. Gracias.
Que me haces pensar a mi pequeña hermana también, que tiene 6 años. Muy bonitas.
Sí.
¿Cómo se dice bonito en
Anas.
Wayuu Nike?
Anas.
Ah, anas. Second day of fishing. Yesterday we were using a red, but today it's more traditional. We are going to use the fishing line.
During the long hours of fishing and discussion, I'm learning more about the Wayuu culture. Arrived around 150 before Christ, they are one of the few indigenous civilizations that have managed to keep their independence in contact with the first Spanish conquistadors. In addition to pasturing, fishing and farming, the Wayuu culture also includes the mastery of hundreds of medicinal plants and the dreams and spirits interpretation, whose knowledge used to be transmitted through songs. By the way, their complex social structure is a UNESCO World Intangible Heritage. Moreover, it's interesting to note that this society is matriarchal. Although the woman's role is to take care of the house, this is considered as a noble task, as opposed to working or hunting.
¿Has probado el red?
¿El red?
Sí, el red. Pero no te gusta.
Sí. Eso no casi agarra mucho.
Wow. Shit. Shit. ¿Fue una buena pesca?
Sí.
Sí. 1, 2, 18.
Unfortunately, La Guajira is still one of the poorest departments in Colombia. The lack of transport and medical infrastructures and corruption are factors that drive some people to the illegal traffic of gasoline with Venezuela to survive. The situation is even likely to get worse, especially since this region is very sensitive to climate change.
I'm in a sand dune and it really shows that we are in the middle of the desert. It's fucking hot and dry. Here people are very short and I always hit something with my head because the ceiling is so low, as you can see. Es un okoro para Pia.
Gracias.
No.
Despite the language barrier, the trust that we have created between this indigenous family and a French tourist like me is one of the most magical experiences of my life.
So we are having the lunch right now, and to be honest, it's delicious. I mean, the sauce especially is really good.
Yeah.
Kasai Panelia.
The goodbyes are always heartbreaking. Back in Medellin, I will feel like I'm living in luxury compared to here. Thank you very much for this incredible cultural and natural adventure.
Hey, Amaya here. Doneri teka yompi, kago he waitai, nya teka ka korro chikete escuela ka comet ka nida ka kago kai center. Tashi vega smat de pitchingas, kira hinai, spuna ya time, spuna tuhen, spuna na water into cometa catarata in nesma.